Right to Mike Baghdady, Chief Trader, Training Traders, plus our guest host, Hai Hui, Regional Head of Research, Southeast Asia, Stan Chart, both of them joining us around the desk here at the SGX. Mike, welcome back. Great to see you.
And that's how, when I was on your show the last time in 2008, we remember that when I called for you, that was the beginning of the bear market, and at that time everybody was saying, no, we're still in a bull market. It was on your show right here.
Yep, I remember that. Interesting stuff, yeah.
And if I may say something, I mean, it's a little bit of history, if I may say. 30 years ago in Singapore, if you recall the great trader Richard Dennis, one of the market wizards, he has launched the Turtle Traders. He was in Singapore with his partner, and he launched the Turtle Traders program. Today, I am humbled and honored that in Singapore, 30 days to the day, we have also launched the Training Traders New Turtles. We are taking 20 people. We have already recruited them, and we are going to repeat identically the same experiment.
I got to ask you, why do it again, though? What you're talking about is a program where you seed, you give these guys $100,000 US, I assume, each, right, and goes, look, here, start a hedge fund, trade. What's the point of doing it again, repeating this?
The idea is nurture versus nature. The premise is that unless you're a talented trader, otherwise you won't be able to succeed. But if you are given the proper set of rules and law to apply in approaching the market, then you will be able to replicate and identify the market conditions and act accordingly.
Who among us has what it takes to be an apprentice trader? Does the intuition of a property developer translate into the financial world? The smarts of a student or the patience of a stay-at-home mum?
Good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
These hopefuls plucked from other lives think they can do it.
As of now, you are going to become our partners.
Including not one, but two professional poker players.
Okay, David, what are you bringing to this partnership?
You've got to be very perceptive about other people. You look at other people's motivations and you categorize them, whether they're like trying to act and tell you something they're not, or if they're just unaware of what they're doing.
Some have worked in finance before, others will learn from scratch the tricks of the trade.
You need to have the mental fortitude and strength to brush off the losing trade, because that's going to be cost of you doing business. You're going to win some, lose some, you win more than you lose, and at the end of the day, your losers are not losses, because you cannot predict the future, they're only the cost of doing business.
They've got 3 years to prove themselves, buying and selling shares, currencies and commodities. Make a good impression and get a job with your master. Growing the company fund and training more apprentices. They're trading with real money, £100,000 each, and trying to make that grow. But if at any point they lose more than half that money, well then, they're fired. 8,000 applied, but only 15 got through. Some have quit their jobs to take up the opportunity. Even those with no background in the industry are confident they have a nose for it.
That doesn't faze me. The whole point of this program is that anybody can learn, and you know, I've got friends who don't have qualifications who trade at home successfully, so I know it's more about the individual and, you know, self-discipline rather than qualifications and, you know, experience. So no, not threatened at all. Bring it on.
Throughout their apprenticeships, they'll live on their wits and a share of the profits they make. The greatest return, though, will be for those who succeed and reach the dizzy heights of the financial world. Ty Enright, Sky News in the city.
And the apprentice master Mike Baghdady will be speaking live to Dermot Murnaghan at 11:20 this morning here on Sky News.
Well, now it's time to take a look at the business pages, and I'm joined by stock market guru, I'm glad to say, Mike Baghdady, who's invested £1.5 million, no less, of his own money in an experiment to try to turn 15 novices into successful city traders. He's also going to look at, as I said, at the business pages for us, but we've got to talk about that. Very good morning to you, Mike.
Good morning, sir.
Putting your money where your mouth is, that's for sure, but doesn't it rather kind of downgrade the role of the trader in that you're more or less saying anyone can do it?
That's exactly the point. Anybody can do it. This is, I have been for the last 30 years, as you training the professionals in the institutions and the banks, and they are the ones that made the majority of the money in the crash of 2000. Can actually take an individual from any certain background, and we can deliver to him that knowledge and expertise to be on the right side of the market.
We can see the recruits have got 3 years.
Right.
And you've given them how much money?
Each is getting £100,000.
£100,000. You're a man who's made millions. I disagree with you on one thing, sir.
That's what makes it a market, by the way.
Absolutely, absolutely. I disagree with you. Traders have to learn the mechanisms of trading, but traders are born. And it doesn't matter whether they're trading fruit and veg in the market, fish in the street, or stocks and shares. It's a mentality.
And that's what the experiment is all about. Is it nature or nurture? You say nature, I say nurture. I can nurture anybody to become a successful trader. I'm staking my reputation, my legacy on it. Anybody that can come to us, I can train, and we can make him a trader. The idea is not buying low and selling high. The idea is to buy high and sell higher. You need to have sufficient demand. When I buy something today, it has to be strong, it has to be excitable in demand, so I can turn out to sell it to you, so I can take my profit.
Well, I've got no trader instinct.
And it's not instinct, it's rules. If you know the rule, can you drive a car? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, exactly.
Not very well, but
I mean, by being trained, if I train you, then you can drive. Like that's it.